Hello, everybody. This is Frogman. Welcome back to the Long Dark and our interloper run that we are going to slowly work our way towards moving towards the airfield in the far territory. Last episode, well, we did a little bit of stuff. We cleaned up all of the containers that we could find after summiting in Timberwolf Mountain, and then we ran like crazy for Pleasant Valley and actually did a little bit of looting around here and finding a few things. I do believe we found our second cache memento, at least I think at this point. Hey, button, hit the button, hit the button, the button is here, at least the one that we're going to be able to find. So there's another cache that we're going to see. I think it's this one right here. She's been hoarding these stems and hiding them away in the piano. God knows why. Deal with it. Is a very interesting thing on Interloper. You have a really good chance of finding a lot of stems. And when I mean a lot, I mean at least 5 more than you normally could. My current long run loper just crossed 180 days, 180 days or 190 days last night or the night before. I've been playing her pretty steady. And she's got like 16 stems, of which we have not used a single one. So it's kind of a fun little thing. But anyhow, let us get out of the prepper cache. We're going to go over to the plane crash. We're going to do the looty over there. We need to go check a couple of things and see what we can come up with. I had to wait through, of course, a Pleasant Valley blizzard, so hopefully it's over. That's even better. I see the wolf from last time is still here, and I do believe we picked up a pot. Good. So we're a little short on water. We're a lot short on food. No real big deal on either one of those things, but I would like him to kind of, get on. Let's go down here, check out a couple of things, and then we're going to go, like I say, to the plane crash and loot a couple of things up. And I'm not leaving you behind. Firewood right now, especially at this level of the game, is incredibly useful, even though it weighs a lot. Let's see if we can get this clown out of that area. Let me see. He's over here. Give me rock. No, I want a rock. Rock. Thank you. Can you go over there? I know I chased you over there last time, but I really don't need you bothering me. You got to kind of be careful of this hillside over here. You can get seriously hurt on it using your sprain affliction problems. I probably... No. Play the game correctly. God dang it. I knew you were coming over here, you little twit. I want these saplings. Maybe we can get him to take this deer out. 1 second.
Starving.
Go after the deer. He can't get us in here. I know the moose can come in here, but he can't get us in here. Unless they change that. I'm going to have to scare this guy and waste a match, aren't I? All right, well, let's waste a match. We don't need to be sitting around wasting our time. I want to check some other things. Where is he? Okay, he's over there going to chase that deer down. May have a little bit more time. Let's grab some stuff and see what we can find. I did pick up my sticks, right? Yes, I picked up my sticks. Good. I went ahead and made the rabbit hat just because that kind of lightened our load a little bit. There was no reason to be carrying all of those rabbit skins and a couple of guts. So rabbit hat, rabbit skins. Probably not the best choice as far as trying to stay a little bit warm, but we already had one toque, so the point is at that point, the only thing that's going to get better is another toque. And, well, we don't need another toque. He can have that deer. I'm not concerned about it. We're going to go around the corner and start, I think... Well, let's start right here at the plane crash then, I think, which we should be able to do fairly simply. Not that I'm going to be worried about burning a match right now. We'll be able to use it as long as the wind stays nice because, this is, once again, Pleasant Valley. Where did he end up at? Way over there. Okay. No, he's right here. Hey, You know what? I'm kind of hungry, buddy. Unfortunately, the only thing I have to cut things up with right now is a saw. But I could really, 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 really use you to get out of my way. Go. Get. Get. Thank you. Not that I want a whole lot of this deer because we're not going to be sticking around, especially if I can't make much of a fire. But let's see if we can't at least get something started. Yes, we're going to use a book. We're a little hungry, plus we could use a little bit of water. So give me a little bit. I'm going to make a little teeny tiny amount of food here. Alrighty, so I cooked some of that. I'm going to take a torch with us, and I've got we got all the meat off of that poor guy. Unfortunately, we're at a point where our carcass harvesting is utterly terrible, but I do want to at least try to cook most of this up and eat it, because we do have a few skill books that we can get rid of, and I would much rather waste that when I have a little bit of fire in a safe place that the wind is not going to blow out my fire. Well, let's see, now that we have the ability to do a few things. So once I can get a little... No, don't put it out. Close the door. Thank you. That way nothing comes in behind us and eats us. Now, I should be able to build one of these right here. Good. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and light this, and I don't know if that's going to go. That might take a minute or two. We've got plenty of torches. We're going to go ahead and cook a bunch of deer up and try very hard to, well, get rid of some of these skill books that we have on us. I think I have about 3 right now, and that would definitely help quite a bit if we could just get rid of some of them. So let me see. Fur, firewood, this, water, go. Just make the whole thing. We're short on a lot of it. And blunk, 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 blunk. Lots of food, so that's fine. We'll let it go for a little bit, and I am going to, we can check this one real quick. I think we'll check everything in the plane as a rat cock and toque that I don't need. I think I can get around this fire right there. And here, worn jeans. Are we going to get another wool air wrap? I don't know if they put anything up here anymore. I haven't found a whole lot in that section at all anymore. We'll let a little bit of food cook. Let's see what we have. Oop, doop, 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 doop. That one. But we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of, well, messing around here. And then we're going to head towards the cave. This may take a little bit. I may just do a little hop, skip, and a jump in here since we do have some fire. I would love to be able to sit in one of these chairs and sleep. You know, that'd be great. But I do know that Burnt Ridge Cave has one of those little mossy beds in it. I know there's a wolf out there that's mad at us. He's, you know, we've taken his food, so he's not happy with us. Let's see if we have a corpse right local. Nope, but there is our Summit Soda. Beautiful. Like I said, I want to read these books so that we can get them out of our inventory and maybe use them for fire starter or whatever. But generally, I like to wait until I have a good pile of food before I do that. What do we got? Nothing. Any feathers? We're mostly protected in here unless the bear decides he wants to come over that hill. And then I still don't know. I've never tried to see whether or not something can actually get in this airplane. Nothing. No more bags, no more bags, no more bags. Okay, cool. Alrighty. I've got a whole bunch of food, so what I'm going to do, every one of these takes an hour to cook. So we're going to burn a bunch of food. That's going to be an hour melted. Squat down. Let's see about getting rid of some of these. I would not mind this at all. All right, I think the wind has blown down finally. We're going to be really heavy, but that's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and pick all this stuff up and take it. I think it sounds like it's burned down. I don't know. Maybe it hasn't. Let's see if we can get out of here without, you know, Yeah, I know I'm really stinky. It's fine. We're just going to walk over to the cave and hopefully light another fire, finish cooking all this, and then we're going to search all this up in the morning. Maybe I'll be able to do this. I don't know. She's pretty stinking heavy. Why don't you... Oh, yeah, we're very, 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 very heavy. Crap. Well, just keep walking. It's the wind. It's not the fact that I'm very heavy. It's the wind. Anyhow, I will see you guys in the morning, hopefully after we've done a little bit of, well, more cooking. Alrighty, we just woke up. We got a little bit of stuff done. Let me grab a torch before we lose that. Hopefully it's not too terribly windy outside. We're going to try to read a couple of those books here in just a little bit, but I do want to go out and at least collect all of the clothing before it gets any more beat up. So I did put a fire on all night, and that's going to, you know, pretty much, well, that took pretty much everything we had. So let's just dump our excess inventory right now. We don't need that. We don't need that. There shouldn't be anything coming up around the corner on us. I'm only going to dump this because of the fact that I know we're going to probably end up picking up a bunch of stuff, and I forgot to put my sticks down. Sticks. Okay, so we have a bunch of extra junk here as well. Let's see. Extra clothing we make in a pile over here. We have enough food and water to live in this location for a couple of days. So we're going to make use of the fact that we have a little bit of food and water for a couple of days. That's one of those fortunate things that sometimes happens. You end up getting lucky, and a wolf, well, he does what a wolf does. He kills an animal right in front of you. And, you know, for that matter, it's one of those... once we get a little bit better into our carcass harvesting skill, we'll be able to do a little bit quicker damage on those things. But what I would really like to do is get the cooking book that we have done read. If we have it read and we can get that thing read and get it done, that'll get us to cooking 2, I think. Yeah, that should get, well, cooking 3. And if we can get to cooking 3, then certain things like animal meats and whatnot won't take nearly as long to get done, because those deer steak take an hour to cook, and that gets to the point like early game where a lot of people, you know, micro harvesting is considered a kind of a cheat, and I kind of consider it, no, it's not a kind of a cheat, because I need to be able to get that sustenance into my character as quickly as possible. And if I have to sit there and wait for an hour for something, well, then I might as well cut it up into small pieces and cook it a little bit quicker. It might take a little bit longer, but at least, oh my god, we got a decent parka. 2 coats, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, it's a quicker way of getting things into your character so that they're not starving to death while you're trying to play the game. So let's put these down, and we check both of these. That's a big deal. That parka's a big deal. Matter of fact, give me another torch. Use before you lose this torch. And go ahead, put that one on. So we have a 91 versus an 83. Where and where? Excellent. That's a lot of warmth bonus right there. Excellent. Parkas, those are technically, well, between them and the ski jacket, the parkas are slightly worse in of the fact that they weigh a little more. But as far as anything else goes, they are the identical same temperature, cold, frostbite, waterproofness as the other ones are. But we are after either a better pair of gloves at this point or a pair of long underwear, I think is it. And of course, all of those we can get our hands on. Nothing. Another feather, another feather. Ragged sport vest. And nothing. All right, fine. Let's get back over here. We didn't get a whole lot out of that, but that's okay. We're fine. We're still early. We're only like 12 days. We're fine. Not really too terribly concerned about how much time it's going to take, and for that matter, I'm not too terribly concerned about these guys right here. We already have one. I suppose probably oh yeah, it's in there. Never mind. I suppose a second one probably wouldn't be a bad idea, but we'll worry about that in a little bit. All right, let's go check and see what we got. I'm going to go ahead and probably let the fire go and stay a little bit. I probably should just pick everything up and head to Skeeters or Draft Dodgers. But once you get down around the corner over here, oh yes, I forgot I should have picked up the Summit Soda and the Polaroid, because, you know, that's the way that works. I'm going to put this out real quick again, and I think we're going to try to knock out, we'll just squat down real quick. What did we get otherwise? We just got a bunch of random stuff, right? Click on the right button. So Got another one of those. I don't want it. Got another one of those. Don't want it. Got one of those and those. Don't want it. The worn light shell can stay put. We're good there. We don't want you. And for what it's worth, I'm going to leave it. I already have one. So we're okay. We're actually not nearly as bad as we could be, for that matter. I mean, I could rip up a couple of things right here, but I think we'll just leave it all right where it's sitting. I am going to, I'll probably rip up those two and bring them with us, but let's go ahead and get rid of, where's the book? Where is it? That book right there. If we get rid of that, that should get us to cooking 3. Maybe. How close? Oh, it did. All right. Just didn't get the noise. That's interesting. Cool. Drop that. We don't need you for right now. So cooking 3, again, big deal. Cooking time's reduced by 10%. So that at least now those deer steak that we were previously cooking won't take nearly as long to cook. Now the fire starting, we're at fire starting 2. We have 2 fire starting books. I am for certain going to go ahead and blow both of those out really quickly. Actually, no, I think what we're going to do... Well, we've got a whole eyeball. Let's just go ahead and blow those out, and then if we have to, we can run down in the dark to draft dodgers, which is not a big deal, given the fact that we probably have a blizzard coming up. But let's just go ahead and kill that real fast. I should be able to read it through the night. Excellent. All right. How much did that get us? Yeah, one more book, and we're into fire starting 3. Fire starting 3 again. That's when you get rid of the need for tinder. And we need to drink some water. Do not forget your pot is sitting here. Pick that up. Go eat some food. Now, it's probably too cold in this cave to stay here at night, but we'll go see. I know it's kind of one of those in-between things right now. I didn't want to be doing this, and we'll, again, probably run this one a little bit long, but let's get rid of this book as well, if we can read it all night. Excellent. Amazing. Beautiful. Fire starting 3, correct? Yes. Amazing. Awesome. Woo. Okay, cool. So that means we can drop all of those things right there. Oh, and it looks like it's an aurora, or maybe it's just foggy. Let's drink our water, take a nap. Now, this bed is not warm. By any means are these things warm, but it is a place that as long as you can maintain a reasonable warmth bonus, you should be okay. So we're going to sleep for just a couple hours and see where we end up. Because I want to get over to the Skeeter's Ridge, down to Draft Dodgers, and then over to the Farmhouse today. No, 2. Always sleep just 2. Because you will not freeze to death in a bed, in a cave, in 2 hours. See, now we're starting to get cold. Yeah, we should be able to do... We'll do 1 hour. So with the bed, we're just barely warm. Still barely warm. Do 2. Nope. That's going to take some of our health off, but that's okay. Well, that won't take our health off. It'll just take our temperature off. All right, sun's up. Can I sleep in? Can't sleep anymore. Can I pass time in there? No. Okay, whatever. All right, grab your food. Kind of hate to leave all that deer up here, but we'll go ahead and make sure we have enough stuff. All of this is going to stay. All this is coming with me. We'll go grab one of those other maples very quickly and make sure our bellies are completely full. Let's go see what's over at Skeeter's. And thank you very much, Mr. Wolf, for helping us, achieve a little bit better skill level of goodness. How much water did we have left? All right, nice. We can go ahead and grab one more of those. I should have all of my tools, correct? I don't need you anymore. Go away. So we don't need any more of that stuff. I don't need either one of those. Those can go away, although they are fire starting books. The chances of us not failing a fire now is a lot lower than it would have been. Let's go grab one more of these maples, run over to Skeeter's, and see what's in it, and then run down the hill to draft dodgers, like say, do the dance down the hill over here. We need some more. Just take them. Screw it. We'll just leave them in the. We can leave them in the farmhouse. It's not a big deal. That's the goal for today, is to go to the farmhouse. I'm still kind of really on the fence as to what I want to do with this character, how we're going to go with this character. After playing my other one for a little while, I've found some very interesting things, and I have a pretty good idea as to how this one's going to work out. So I'm really excited to try to keep her alive and moving forward. Now, we're going to wait till we get down to the farmhouse, or at least the barn, before we start trying to hunt a... Oh, here you come. No. 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 Am I out of torches? Yes. Hate wasting matches, but again... Go on. I want to go over here. Feather, 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 feather. We need all the feathers. And I will pick up the scrap wood for the moment. We're going to do a quick once around in here and a once around out the outside of here. So wasn't a bad thing that happened. How good are those, Warren? They're not nearly as good. We'll pick up all the wood. Dusty pork and beans, good, because we're getting a little low on food either way. Nice. Anything in here? Sure. I don't want your fire log. They're a waste of weight and burn time. What are you gonna get in here? Anything? Decent wool socks. That is not terrible. I do believe it won't matter. Well, we've got a spare pair of wool socks. I had forgotten we had 2 pairs of socks. Well, we'll hang on to them for right now. Not that that's a thing I'm going to concern myself with. No, just keep going. We don't need gloves. We're going to find better gloves. If not, we'll make some better gloves. And we walk around the outside of this house, and we have enough reishi and all of those other kinds of teas to not really worry about it at this point. You moved a lot quicker than I figured you would. Come here. Come on. How bad was it? I didn't even look. 92%, totally edible. Now, one thing you will notice is when you come up here, the loot table up here on Skeeters has changed. There is no more possibility for a toolkit up here, at least none that I've seen in several starts, and I've not seen a whole lot of other things up here that used to be up here. The bodies have moved, a couple other things have moved, but we're going to go down. We're going to goat down. I'm not climbing it. I'm going to goat down it because I want to save on my stamina. Hi, Tink. How many of those do we have right now? I need to look. I have 6. Give me one more. That's at least 2. Yes, I've been having fun with my other one. I've been playing her quite a lot, and I've been learning a little bit about how things have been redone and redesigned, and I'm looking forward to kind of playing with this one because this one is definitely on a different loot table entirely from my other one. So it's learning process. Oh, crap. We're out of torches again. Lovely. Let's see if that'll make it down to Draft Dodgers. We're going to go ahead and kind of just dump off right here and walk down the bank. If I got to make a fire, I'll make a fire. We're going to need to make a fire run like it close to the cabin so that it's, you know, readily usable later. Sure and sure. Don't care about that accelerant. We've got a lot. All right.
Perfect.
You can go over there. You can get pulled, I suppose. Actually, let's put a T down. Do we have any T's? We do. That's a short one, but that's fine. We can drink it. Give me it. That'll help us warm up ever so slightly. Let's go and light this torch right now. I'm going to leave this right here, actually, and you can cook. Why don't you just cook another something or other? Cook that, and then we'll cook the pork and beans that we got. We'll go inside, see what we can find, if there's anything. And jiggle the thing. Jiggle it. There you go. All right, cool. Let's go see what we have in here. Oh. That's an interesting place. Okay. Yeah, I'm not totally certain set on what this one is going to be like. I don't know. I know pretty well what my other one is like, but this one should be really interesting. I'm hoping we actually find a mag lens on this one before we get to Milton. I don't know if it's going to happen, though. It might not. Now, I know they've moved a lot of things around. I've seen some really, really, really weird stuff in some really, really weird places. I don't see anything under the bed. No. Okay, let's go outside. We'll pull some torches off of that fire and get to the farmhouse.
I'm starting to feel numb.
You can have that. Did you eat it all or did you eat most of it? Good. You can have... You must have ate most of it. Oh, we still got part of it. Okay, whatever, that's fine. Torch. Now, we're going to try to make it to the farmhouse right now. We're going to take a walk and hopefully get over there. We got to pick a few of the cattails that are up along the stream real quick because we need the traveling fuel. Is that a rabbit all the way over there? Must have scared him really good when I came in. That's interesting.
I can't feel my hands.
Your hands are fine. You will be just fine. Where did I grab a torch or did I just walk away? I must have threw it on the ground. What did I do with it? Must have put it out. Well, heck, let's put another couple of things on this then. That's interesting. Add, take. Y'all are probably like, what is he doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea. Let's go. All right, to the river. I want to go to the barn, but I think we don't need to go to the barn now. I think the major thing we need to be doing is heading towards Thompson's, but I want to dump some of this extra junk off and, again, give us as much of an opportunity to hunt a bear in several locations across this zone as we can. I do want to forage in Desolation Point because I want to go over there and get that stim. And I also want to go get a cache that's over there as well, if it's going to allow us to get it. Now, there's 2 caches in here. This zone, we've already picked up one of the identifiers. And I hunted the other one pretty hard on my other run and couldn't get it to unlock. So I don't know if there's a bug with these. Some of them I have noticed it since the original release happened and all of the loot was starting to spawn that wasn't supposed to be spawning. I think they did a really quick kind of a patch fix, which was to remove all of the notes that led to various caches. And if you can't find the note, if you're, say, on Interloper or whatever, if you can't find the note that leads you to a cache, some of them are not, some of them don't have keys, should say like that. Some don't have keys, so you won't know where it is, and you can't unlock the cache unless you have the note. The fun thing is that still leaves a couple of really interesting caches in some other zones that you still get the key for. So if you know where the cache is, or have had found the cache before the update changed things, then there's a really good chance you can get some seriously good loot on Interloper. And Well, we'll see about this one. It's like, again, it's kind of making me want to change my mind as to which direction I want to go forge. Because Broken Railroad is really broken right now. And that's all I'm going to say. But we're going to go do a little bit of goofing. We're going to go here. We're going to go there. We're not going to be in too much of a gigantic hurry. Oh, I almost did it again. We're fine either way. Again, we just need to make it to the farmhouse, and then we can go loot the farmhouse and, well, go on. So let's get moving towards the farmhouse. I'm hoping for a toolkit in the farmhouse. I'm hoping for a red one. So far, those have been the kind of rare things. I mean, I think we got one in Anglers. I want a second. I like to have at least two. Regardless of the plan of us going to the airfield, going to the far territory area, there's always a good chance that if this one has a really good loot table, I will continue to play her after we get done doing the videos and the series and things, because, well, it's one of those, if it's a good table, this will be like my third interloper I've ever started. Well, started and played longer than 5 minutes, so I don't want to leave her just hanging. I'm not going to try to kill her, and I'm not going to try to breeze through all of the areas and not at least get the good stuff in the areas. But let's get to the farmhouse. So what time is it? I wish that visual bug would go away too. It's so annoying. Why don't you just run it out, my friend? Just run it out. We may end up having a blizzard. Starting to get a little thick, and the snow's starting to get a little sideways. Yeah. Bye-bye, torch. Maybe bye-bye, torch. Yep, there it goes. Took long enough. Now we get to listen to the wind that doesn't work. At least in my game, the wind doesn't work. I don't know if I said that last time or the time before last, but I had a day where I walked all the way across Forlorn Muskeg, pretty much in a blizzard, and it was stupidly warm, so the game was bugged out like it was a regular warm day. I was in a blizzard, absolute whiteout, could not see 10 feet in front of my face except for the tracks, couldn't hear a single thing except for the trees and the stuff creaking around me. And I was warm enough that I wasn't freezing, which was hilarious. But let's get inside. All right. Now, is there going to be a toolbox down here? Not that I need it. Like I said, I think we have one, right? Yeah, we have one. We're good. But sometimes... The other thing about this is the guaranteed matches that were right here are gone now, which is kind of sad. And I don't have a pry bar, so if either one of those are the way that it is, we're going to be... Yeah, I figured that was... We're not going to get the locker. Probably nothing in it anyway. Cured leather. That's 7%. That's interesting. And a new whetstone. I'm trying to see if I can see anything without my eyeballs first, because you kind of got to get used to staring at things, although I do have a kind of a rather white screen next to me that's causing the glare to be a little off. We'll take your socks for now. We'll probably just rip those up. And I'm not seeing a toolbox. There's almost always been a toolbox. Oh, wait a minute. Did I look all the way on top of the thing? No, I didn't. Interesting. Well, let's see what's in here, and then we'll turn the lantern on and look around. Because the blue one hides pretty hard down here. Huh. Not seeing it. That's really interesting. I'll pick that up, though. All right. Well, I think we're going to go upstairs. And judging by the length on this recording, we're going to call it right there, ladies and gentlemen. Next time, we'll finish doing this area and see what we get and see whether or not the bear might decide he wants to show up and, come, pay us a visit so that we can at least poke him in the nose with a flare. So until then, I will see you all later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.